As we prepare for Monday morning, we look at BBIG to talk about why BBIG is ready to explode, why it could go up another 100, 200% from where it is today. BBIG is the hot one on the radar for me this week. I'm holding calls on BBIG as well. I'm going to talk about why I believe this stock has potential to make a massive move this week and all that fun stuff right here in this video. So make sure you guys stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Patrick here, and well, today I want to talk about BBIG. I am holding $10 call options on the stock that expire on September 17th, and I'm looking for a big move this week depending on how much volume and action we can get on this stock. Breaking down the chart and talking about some of the numbers and why I believe this stock could squeeze to the moon. So first things first, let's take a look at the chart really quickly here and talk about the move so far on BBIG. So BBIG went from $2.88 to a high of $10.41. It pulled back down here to the $6 area. It then rallied to 12. It then pulled back to 7. It then rallied to 12 again, and it pulled back down here to the $10 area. We've had some support there at 10 right now, and we're continuing to make higher lows and also making higher highs. You can see higher high, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low, higher low. So that leads me to believe one thing, and one thing alone, well, that the trend is still intact, even as we move higher here. And obviously, Friday was not the move that we were looking for. We wanted to see a big breakout on Friday, but instead we got a little bit of a pullback. And as you can see here, we're kind of lining up perfectly, I believe, for a big breakout to come. Now, the thing about this move is that there is a possibility of another big pullback here to the $9 area. I would believe that $9, it would be my overall stop for this trade. If we can't hold the $10 to $9 area here on BBIG, then I might get worried. As long as we keep making these higher lows, you know, the 6, the 7, the 9, that's leading me to believe that this has potential to make a move up there to that. That's leading me to believe that this overall trend is still intact and still has potential to move higher. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, you know, what is my price prediction? At the end of the day, I'm not going to put like an actual price prediction on it other than the idea of this obviously breaking above 12. If it breaks above 12, I fully believe that $15 is very, 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 very capable and very, you know, very realistic. $15. I've seen some people with targets, you know, $50, $60. We've seen with SPRT in the past, recently a big move from like the $10 area to 20 up there to 60. And, you know, it's hard to say that BBIG would do exactly what SPRT did, but hey, at the end of the day, if it goes from 15 to 16, I'm all about it. Let's go. You know, I love the idea of that happening. So we'll see what happens here going into Monday morning. Like I said, that $9 area is going to be a key area to watch here on the chart. But let's talk about why this stock is fueled right now and what the potential is here for this stock. So the big thing about Vinco Ventures is this right here, Lomotif. Lomotif is very similar to TikTok. They just put this proxy out last, I think it was Friday or Thursday, and they talked about the total shares outstanding. You got 80 million shares outstanding, and then they've got 127 million cash right now there as well. So in July of 2021, 80% of Lomotif Private Limited was acquired by ZVV Media Partners. ZVV Media Partners is owned 50% by Vinco Ventures and 50% by Zash. And they talk about, you know, more of the breakdown here. But the big thing really, like we said, is Lomotif. They have over 31 million users, and the Zash and Lomotif have been chosen by Variety Magazine as top innovators in the media entertainment industry. They talk about this Lomotif really kind of breaking into the India space, having lots and lots of users already, you know, basically competing with TikTok and putting a valuation on Lomotif around $5 billion. So doing the math, the breakdown here with Lomotif, with Vinco Ventures, BBIG, and putting a value on this company would put a value between $30 to $50 per share on BBIG based on just the fundamentals of Lomotif alone. And then they also talk about some of the incoming team here. You've got the new CEO, Lisa King here. And this is like the big focus as well. A lot of people haven't talked about CryptoTide, or Cryptide is going to be the spin-off dividend for Vinco Ventures. So upon the successful dividend spin-off, the newly formed publicly traded company will operate under Cryptide Inc. and trade under the symbol TYDE. It's blockchain disruptive. They have the ENFT.com. So the ENFT marketplace is designed to decentralize traditional distribution models by empowering the content creators. Now, we've seen recently, so if you go over here to ENFT to see what they're all about, you can see that recently Tory Lanez actually dropped an album here on the platform that sold out like 1 million. I think they sold out 1 million like literally instantly. If you click here on the thing, it'll talk about how this was sold out. They've got no pre-orders available, and it was basically like sold out within a few minutes. I think they said it was sold out there. So that sold over 1 million there of that limited edition music drop plus bonus artwork there on the ENFT website. And that's going to be a part of the Vinco Ventures. And you see right there, ENFT Cryptide. So that's going to be a spin-off dividend that's happening with that. And they talk about the anticipated key dates. So September 15th is going to be the record date for Proxy. A lot of stuff going on with the company. They've basically laid out their map, their next few months. They've got September 15th and then the 22nd, 14th. So there's a lot of stuff going on that's coming right now. It's not just only a short squeeze. It's not only just, hype and media. There's actually like news. There's the merger. There's all this stuff going on. Lomotif is obviously a big deal, and Vinco Ventures is making that very apparent. So that's the actual news behind the company that's fueling this move, and then the idea of the short squeeze and all of that as well. So if you look here, you look over here at the short borrow fee rates. Right now, the rate, or at least on Friday, was 146% short borrow fee rate, which is very high. It's very, very, very high. You can see the short volume as well there on Friday. Actually, not that high on Friday, but higher on Thursday and Wednesday. So, which is interesting because the price obviously on Thursday and Wednesday was a little bit lower, and then we closed at a pretty high price there on Friday, above $10 on Friday. So interesting to see that as well. If you look at Ortex as well, you can see that the estimated short percentage of the float right now is around 33%. You got the cost to borrow, you got the utilization up there at 99.8%. So really a lot of shorts in this, and I think a lot of people are going to be shorting it, especially on Monday morning, thinking this is going to break below $10, get down there to the $9 area. Shorts can load up, and then guess what? That's when we really could get a big possible move. So if we pull back here to the $9 area, like I said, shorts are going to be piling in there, trying to hold this down. If we can hold that $10 to $9 area, there's very, very, very good potential for this to make a big move to the upside. And then also, if you look here at cup and handle move as well, I mean, this is pretty much a perfect cup. You got the handle here, and then that would obviously send us higher. But really, all we need to focus on here is the trend, and that's all I care about here at this time. Is at the end of the day, we're making higher lows, higher highs, and we're pushing higher, and we're basically riding, that overall EMA right now there and pushing up there to the almost $12 area. On Friday, had a pretty good day on Friday. I wouldn't say it was a terrible day. We still closed at a higher low. We closed above these EMA. We closed above that $10 area. I think that $10 area was obviously going to be a key area to watch there on Friday. Just kind of dumped there from the 1144 area down there to 1040. So it dropped $1 there on Friday, but I think a lot of other stocks kind of got hit as well. Another stock to keep on your radar here, I would just want to talk about really quickly, is ATER. This stock's been making a big move as well. It went from $6.55 up there to a high of $13 on Friday. So you can see there's a lot of stocks with a lot of hype and a lot of kind of idea of short squeezes and big moves to come. So ATER has news as well. They filled the gap there on the chart, which was kind of this big move here. It pulled back to 6, and then from 6 up there to $13. So ATER, just keep it on your watch list for Monday there. But looking at SPRT and comparing the move here, if you compare, let's go to like the 2-hour chart, and you compare this move and if you compare this move here on SPRT, you can see, we had some big pushes. So if you compare this move here on SPRT, like I said, from the $4 area up there to 11, it pulls back to 650. It then rallies up there to 11 again, and then ding, 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 1150. But what's interesting is like if we draw trend lines here, and we kind of have this very similar setup that we have on BBIG in terms of the setup, and the trend, you can see that 10, 11.50 area. Let's imagine this it's $12 on BBIG at that point, and then you can see what happens. So we basically, you know, make these higher lows, higher highs, and then ding, 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 ding. So from $11 to a high of $60 there on SPRT. And you can see it really just kind of started out of nowhere there on August 26th. You had that big move there. If we go to like the 15-minute chart, you can see where that move started before really kind of breaking to the upside here. And it just kind of slowly started really from the $14 area up there to 16. It pulls back, kind of rides it, and then after hours is really when we got that big move. So from the $20 area up there to $34 and almost $55 there on SPRT. So a lot of people comparing BBIG with SPRT for a similar move. And right now, I mean, I'm not going to deny that the charts on BBIG and SPRT look very similar. And well, then that would be, you know, kind of setting up for that move. So if you look here, you know, this thing just really is showing us this is exactly what we saw with SPRT. We have these higher highs, the higher lows, getting tighter and tighter up to that area. So really on Monday, we need to see if we can break above $12, push above $12, $13, $12 area, hold there. And then I think after hours, Monday, Tuesday, we could get that bigger move up to the $20, $30 area here on BBIG or possibly higher. Who knows? I'm not going to put a top on it. But I'm also not going to tell you that this is going to go to $1 million. I'm definitely not going to tell you that. You know, the chance of this going to $100, $200 is obviously going to be much lower than the chance of it going to $15. So I'm happy if the stock goes to $15, $20. I'll be really, really happy either way because I'll make plenty of money on those $10 calls. But on Friday, if we pull back the $9 area, we hold $9, I'll look to buy more calls, more stock on BBIG. That's my plan. That's my target. And like I said, the SPRT chart looking very similar to BBIG before it made a big move. And the thing I want to focus on here as well, that was August 26th, SPRT, and that was a Thursday before going into Friday there. So, you know, if we consolidate, we kind of go sideways for a few days into Friday. That is options, those $12, $13, $14 options on BBIG. If we get up to that level that are expiring on Friday, that can really create a big squeeze, and I think that's kind of the setup that we're looking for. So the next few days will be very telling. Like I said, that $9, $10 area, we want to see that hold, and the overall idea, the trend here of these higher lows are going to be very important for us, and we want to keep that trend going. So $9 to $10, we want to see that hold, and then get a push up to the $12, $13 on Monday, Tuesday. BBIG setting up for a big move here. Keep it on your radar. Keep it on your watch list there Monday morning. Look for that $9 area. If it holds, that'll be our dip buy area to buy more. If it can't hold $9, well, then we would be worried that the $8 area would be our next support. But we'll see what happens here on BBIG. ATER as well. Keep that one on your watch list. I'll be probably trading it here Monday as well. So there it is, BBIG. That's my overall take on the play and, well, what you should be expecting here on Monday morning. If you guys haven't already, do me one big favor. Hit that like button, subscribe button, all the buttons down below. I will talk to you guys later on.